Next topic is trial balance. Okay, in this trial balance, what we will know is what is the meaning of trial balance, what are the objectives, what are the advantages, okay, what are the methods of preparing this trial balance. Okay, generally, when we have to prepare this trial balance at the end of the journal or at the end of the ledger, after preparing the ledger accounts, the next step is what? The next step is preparing the trial balance. Okay, so this trial balance is not an account. Okay, trial balance is a statement. Trial balance is a statement, so it containing the balances of ledger accounts as at a given date. So it is arranged in the form of a debit and credit columns placed side by side, and this trial balance is prepared with the object of checking the arithmetical accuracy of ledger postings. Arithmetical accuracy means what? Correct figures, correct amounts, like debit side, suppose 7,000 it will be there, and credit side also, when we have to tally that ledger accounts, both debit and credit should be equal now, so that is 7,500, 7,500. So find outing these arithmetical accuracy of books of accounts means there was no mathematical errors in the ledger. Okay, so arithmetical accuracy means what? This does not mean that there are no errors in a company's accounting systems. Okay, it will be correct way. Okay, first write down this meaning of this trial balance. After we will go to the what are the objectives. Okay, so first write down this meaning of the trial balance. Trial balance is a statement. Trial balance is a statement of debit, statement of debit and credit balances of trial balance is a statement of debit and credit balances, debit and credit balances derived from the ledger, including cash and bank balances. Okay, including cash and bank balances. So this trial balance is a worksheet. Okay, trial balance is a worksheet in which the balances of all ledgers are compiled into debit and credit columns. Okay, so under this double entry system, the total of debits must be equals to the total of credit. Now, whenever we are writing journal entries also, debit amount and credit amount should be equal. Now, while we writing these journal entries, we follow the principle of double entry system. So what is the rule of this double entry system is what? The total of debits must be equals to the total of credits. So this worksheet helps in evaluating whether or not the total debits for the period are equals to the number of credits generated from the same period. Okay, so for every businessman prepare this trial balance after journal and ledger. When we have to preparing this trial balance, first we have to write the journal entries in journal book and prepare the ledger accounts. After preparing ledger accounts, we will prepare this trial balance. So it is a tradition to prepare this trial balance before the preparation of final accounts. When we have to prepare this trial balance before the preparation of final accounts, first we will prepare the trial balance. So mainly it serves as a tool to detect errors. So in this trial balance we find out the errors wherever there is any errors for find out the balances or any equalizing the debit and credit side balances now. So at that time it will helps to detect that errors. If the trial balance is balanced, okay, if the trial balance is balanced, it means there are no mathematical errors in the ledger. Suppose our trial balance is tally. That is what debit and credit should be equal. Then that time is what? There are no errors in the ledger. Okay. Any errors are there in the ledger na? Then that time trial balance is not tally. All the ledger accounts are correct. Then only the trial balance it will be getting tally. Otherwise not. So whenever trial balance is balanced, it means that there are no mathematical errors in the ledger. However, this does not mean that there are no errors in the company's accounting system. So that by preparing a trial balance on a regular basis makes it possible to quickly identify a specific accounting period. Okay, by preparing a trial balance on a regular basis makes it is possible to quickly identify a specific accounting period where the imbalance took place. Imbalance means what? Not getting equal. Okay, so therefore, many businessmen chooses to prepare this trial balance on a monthly basis. Okay, so this will be prepared at the end of the monthly or quarterly. But so many of the businessmen are want to choose this trial balance on a monthly basis. So what is the main function of this trial balance? What is the main function? The main function of this trial balance, the main function of the trial balance is that it acts as a device it acts as a device to check the arithmetical arithmetical accuracy of the accounting process. To check the arithmetical accuracy of the accounting process. So it shows that ledger posting have been properly made and the balance in each account is computed correctly. So it acts as a starting point for the preparation of final accounts. So in that final accounts, first we have to prepare this trading account. After that, profit and loss account and balance sheet. So after preparing this trial balance, the next step is what? Preparing the final accounts. It facilitates the preparation of trading, profit and loss account, and balance sheet by available making available the balances of all the accounts at one place. Okay, so it should be noted that the agreement of this trial balance does not necessarily prove the accuracy of all the entries and posting. So it is a simply proof of the total amounts debited to various account is equals to the total amount credited to other accounts in the same period. So next point is it is simply a proof of the total amount debited to various accounts debited to various accounts is equals to total amount credited to the credited to other accounts in the same period. Okay, so it is a proof of the, so whatever we have debit side it will be there, that amounts will be equals to the credit side. Okay, same period it will be getting tally of the debit and credit. Next, see what are the objectives of trial balance. Next is objectives of trial balance. Objectives of trial balance. See here what are that objectives, sir. First one is check checking the checking the arithmetical accuracy, checking the arithmetical accuracy Second one is knowledge of balances. Knowledge of balances. Knowledge of balances. Next is full proof of full proof of recording. Full proof of recording. To take comparative decisions. To take comparative decisions. Next is preparation of final accounts. Preparation of final accounts. Next is detection of errors. Detection of errors. Okay, so these are the various objectives of trial balance. Okay, now we will discuss briefly about this. So first one is what? Checking the arithmetical accuracy. So one of the main objective is what? For preparing trial balance, first we have to check the arithmetical accuracy of the ledger postings before the preparation of final accounts. So observe here, whenever we have to preparing these ledger accounts, we have debit and credit should be equal now after tallying that, or else see here only here debit side amount will be there, for credit side is not there any amount for. But in ledger also we have to equalizing. How? By writing this carried down balances. After writing carried down balances, both debit and credit should be equal now. So this balance carried down amount will be written on that trial balance. Okay, so this is if in that all the ledger accounts balances are correct, then automatically trial balance amounts also correct. Suppose if our trial balance is not tally, then that what is the meaning of that is somewhere we have to mistake in the ledger accounts. Okay, so the main objective is what? To check the arithmetical accuracy of the ledger postings before the preparation of final accounts. Next is what? Knowledge of balances. Next is knowledge of balances. So the main objective for preparing the trial balance is to know the balances of different accounts. We have to know the knowledge of balances. Okay, in ledger account each and every ledger account is getting correct tally? No, sometimes it will debit side increasing or credit side increasing, but for equalizing that we have to write the balance carried on. We have to know that the balances of different accounts. Next is full proof of recording. Next is full proof of recording. The another objective of preparing this trial balance is to know whether this double entry for all the transaction is completely or not. It is revealed by tallying of trial balance. Okay, whenever we have to preparing these accounts or writing these journal entries, we have to follow the rule of double entry system. So that is a proof of the recording. Next is to take comparative decisions. We have to comparative means what? Compare. Okay, this month trial balance is comparing with the previous month or a previous year balances now. So that is an depend upon this comparative we will take the decisions. Okay, this month is trial balance is getting 60,000, our previous month is getting 50,000. Okay, depend upon this how much is increasing in this month is 10,000 now. So that 10,000 amount how much percentage is increasing. So for what purpose we have to increase this percentage, and where it will be appear this amount. Okay, where it will be use this amount in an next steps. Okay, so by comparing the balances of two or more years of different accounts, the comparative decisions can be taken. The next is preparation of final accounts. Next is preparation of final accounts. So preparation of final accounts is every businessman wants to check the arithmetical accuracy of the accounts. Okay, every businessman wants to check the arithmetical accuracy of the accounts before the preparation of final accounts. Okay, before the preparation of final accounts. So it is done with the help of the trial balance. If the trial balance agrees, it means that accounts are arithmetically accurate. The next is what? Detection of errors. Detection of errors means what? So whenever we have to do this account, sometimes errors are getting so that errors are detected while preparing the at the time of trial balance. So this preparation of trial balance, okay, preparation of trial balance is also helpful in detecting the errors. Okay, so this preparation of trial balance is also helpful in detecting the errors. That is errors in totaling. Okay, that is errors in totaling or error of omission or error of a commission. So these types of errors will be discussed in next chapter, that is a rectification of an errors. Okay, so these are the various objectives of trial balance. Next is what are the advantages of trial balance? Advantages of trial balance. So under this there are several advantages will be there, see here. So first advantages is it ensures that the transactions are recorded in the books of accounts have identical debit and credit amount. So in that journal entries, whenever we wrote the journal entries, we put the amount in both columns now, in debit column, in credit column. Next advantages is the balance of each ledger account has been computed correctly. Okay, the balance of each ledger account that has been computed correctly. Next is it helps in preparation of final accounts. Okay, so this trial balance helps in preparation of final accounts. Next is it makes the works of bookkeeping more active. It makes the works of bookkeeping more active. Next is it summarizes the business information. Next is it summarizes the business information. So these are the some advantages of this trial balance. It helps in preparation of final accounts. Next is it summarizes the business information. Next is balance of each ledger account. Balance of each ledger account has been balance of each ledger account has been computed correctly. Balance of each ledger account has been computed correctly. Okay, next is it makes the work of bookkeeping more active. Okay. Next is the pro forma of trial balance. Next very important is pro forma of trial balance. Next see pro forma of trial balance. Okay, this is a pro forma of trial balance. Suppose dates are mentioned, then that time you have to make the column as an date. Okay, next is particulars. Okay, so under these particulars, we have to write the name of the account like purchase account, missionary account, sales account, Ramu account, Raghu account, like that. Okay, under particulars column, we have to write the name of account. Name of account. Okay. Okay, next is LF. Okay, ledger folio. Next is debit amount. Debit amount, credit amount. Okay, so this is a pro forma of trial balance. And the name of the account under this particular column, names of all the accounts are given in this column. Next is this ledger folio. So this ledger folio means what? Page numbers of the ledger account, in which page that ledger account is prepared, that is 10th page number or 15th page number. Okay, leave this ledger folio. Okay, because in that problems these will not given, so that's why leave it. Next is debit amount and credit amount. Next is on this debit amount, in this column the balances of that account will be shown, that has an a debit balances, or the total of the debit side of the account will be written. Next is credit column. So in this column the balances of that account will be shown, that has credit balances, or the total of the credit side will be written. Okay, so while preparing this trial balance, we have to know some important points to remember while preparing this trial balance. So that what are the important points? Important points. Important points to remember while preparing trial balance. So in this first point is, so first point is all assets have debit balance. All assets have debit balance. All assets have debit balance, and all liabilities have credit balance. Next point is capital accounts has credit balance. Capital account has credit balance. Credit balance. Next is closing stock is not included in trial balance. Closing stock is not included in trial balance. Is not included in trial balance. Next is drawings account has debit balance. Drawing account has debit balance. Account has debit balance. Next, very important is if a difference in the debit and credit column appears, so that different balance will be there now. So that different balance will be transferred to suspense account. So that different balance amount is transferred to suspense account. Okay. Next is purchases and sales return account has a debit balance, and sales and purchase return account has a credit balance. Purchases and sales return account has debit balance. Next is sales account and purchase returns account has credit balance. Credit balance means credit side, this side. Credit balances. Okay, so from next class we will do the problem. Okay, this is our today's class.